Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm just watching Charleston White news talking about how come, black people, black Americans, been in America all these years and don't have much to show for it. Because we enjoying the fruit of a social illusion. That's for one. No, he was saying, how come immigrants come to America and they new to America and they do better than black people? And black people have been here all these years. And I was saying, because the word immigrant implies choice. Those immigrants get invited. They get a welcoming mat. They get the mat laid out for them. If not, they would stay in their own country. But they know when they come to America, they're going to get some money. They're going to get food. They're going to get food stamps. They get a place to stay. And the woman can keep her man. Black women get welfare. They can't have a man in the house. They can't have a boyfriend in the house. But all these immigrants come to America and they get to keep their man. Their family don't get split up. The farmer gets welfare to take care of the farm, and he don't have to kick his wife out the house. She gets to stay with her man. Black family, everything that happens to black people is not by accident. It's done on purpose. It's meant to handicap black people. Even like when immigrants come to America, we call them people of color. We call them people of color, but then on their paperwork, a lot of times they're classified as white. And we call them people of color, colored people. We call them brown people, poor people, minority. They get to use all these jaded and ambiguous terms to piggyback off of what black people done went through. Black people have been Jim Crow segregated, 400 years of planned ignorance, slavery, and was released from slavery with absolutely nothing. All you was released with from slavery was the clothes on your back. And then you was taught to get up and go pick yourself up by your bootstraps and do what you got to do. Everybody that comes to America come to America because they know they're going to get a welcoming mat. If not, they would stay in their country. The only people that don't get a welcoming mat is like when the Haitians tried to come here. The Haitian boat stayed on the coast of Miami for a couple of days with the people starving and sick, and then the boat was turned around and sent back. Everybody comes to America get invited. If not, they would stay in their own country. So stop making it seem like black people are just lazy. They're not lazy. Black people work for 400 years for free. How can you call black people lazy? With nothing. They work for free for absolutely nothing. They got nothing but the clothes on their back. And then you release into slavery and a hostile environment. That's when they had slave codes and black codes and black laws and shit like that. That would just pick on black people for nothing. But everybody else come here, they got a language, they got a culture, and they got a sense of unity that keep them together. Black people don't have a language that keeps us together. That's why was another thing I was saying. That's why the black vote helps everybody except for black people, because we don't vote as a group block. We don't have no sense of unity. We're just not together, and it's designed that way. But everybody comes to America and do better because they are invited. The word immigrant implies choice. If not, they would stay in their own country. And plus, once they start making money, they start sending it back to their own country anyway. And they don't buy nothing in the black neighborhood. That's why you got some. At one time, you had a lot of black businesses. But you don't have any black businesses in America, in black neighborhoods now. Everybody got a business in a black neighborhood except for black people. You might see a soul food restaurant or something like that. But everybody come here because they get invited. That's why they come here and do better. And the main thing I said is like they have a language, a culture, and they have a sense of unity. I'm sure if black Americans went to another country, we would stick to... If you took all these black Americans in America and sent us to Paris, and we get invited to Paris, you don't just go to Paris and have the people being mean to you and shit. But we got invited. I'm sure black people would do just as well if we went to Paris. But here, we have no unity. We're like shattered pieces of glass all over the place. All I need